The northern wilderness of Norway is a place of stark beauty, a land of towering mountains, thick forests, and icy waters. Hidden within this rugged landscape is a small, unassuming pond. To most, it looks like any other body of water, but beneath its surface lies one of the most perilous cave systems on Earth, Plura Cave. This labyrinth of submerged tunnels stretches for miles, twisting through limestone and marble, shrouded in darkness and mystery. It's a place that has drawn divers from across the globe, those seeking beauty, challenge, and a brush with the unknown. But for some, this place has become their grave. On April 3rd, 2024, Jared Hires, a seasoned technical diver and explorer, descended into Plura Cave. He was an expert, a leader, a man who had conquered some of the most dangerous dives in the world. Yet, even for Jared, Plura held dangers he could not foresee. Tonight, we uncover the story of his final descent, a tale of ambition, tragedy, and the ultimate cost of exploring the unknown. Jared Hires was born to explore. His father, Lamar Hires, was a diving legend in his own right, having founded Dive Right, a company dedicated to revolutionizing underwater exploration. From an early age, Jared was immersed in this world of adventure. By the time most kids were learning to swim, Jared was mastering diving techniques. At just 15 years old, he became the youngest certified closed-circuit rebreather diver, a feat that earned him admiration and respect in the diving community. Over the years, Jared continued to push boundaries, diving deeper, longer, and more dangerously than most. He didn't just explore the underwater world, he sought to make it safer for others. As general manager of Dive Right, Jared combined his passion with innovation, developing cutting-edge equipment that would redefine technical diving. Yet, for all his achievements, Jared was humble, approachable, and deeply connected to the diving community. He was a man who lived for the thrill of discovery, a trait that would lead him to Plura Cave. Plura Cave is as beautiful as it is deadly. Its entrance, a calm and seemingly harmless pool, conceals a world of challenges that test even the most skilled divers. The water is frigid, hovering just above freezing. The passages are narrow, twisting through solid rock with barely enough room to squeeze through. For Jared, Plura was the ultimate test. It wasn't his first time diving in extreme conditions. He had explored caves and shipwrecks that few dared to enter. But Plura was different. It was infamous for its difficulty, a place where even small mistakes could lead to disaster. The goal of Jared's team was to reach the wedding chamber, a vast and stunning cavern deep within the cave. It was a dive that required precision, experience, and an unshakable will. For Jared, it was an opportunity to push his limits and witness one of nature's hidden wonders. But beneath the excitement lay a danger that none of them could anticipate. Divers know that success lies in the preparation. On the morning of April 3rd, Jared and his team gathered at the entrance to Plura. They were a group of 9, each with years of experience in technical diving. Every piece of equipment was meticulously checked and double-checked. Their rebreathers, lights, oxygen tanks, and backup systems were in perfect working order. Jared, as always, was calm and focused. He reviewed the dive plan with the team, outlining every step of their journey. They would descend into the cave, navigate its labyrinthine passages, and reach the wedding chamber before turning back. It was a plan that accounted for every detail, or so they thought. As they slipped into the water, the world above faded away. The only sounds were the steady breaths through their regulators and the gentle swish of water against their suits. The dive had begun. At first, the dive was uneventful. The team moved in formation, their lights cutting through the darkness as they navigated the narrow tunnels. The water was icy, numbing their exposed skin, but their dry suits provided some protection. As they descended deeper, the cave began to reveal its secrets. Stalactites hung like frozen daggers from the ceilings, and the walls shimmered with minerals. It was a world untouched by time, a place of haunting beauty. Jared led the way, his movements smooth and confident. After nearly an hour, they reached their destination, the wedding chamber. The cavern was vast, its walls stretching high into the shadows. The floor was covered in pristine white sand, undisturbed for centuries. The divers paused to take it all in, their lights dancing across the chamber's walls. It was a moment of awe, a reward for their skill and perseverance. But the stillness was deceptive. Unseen and unfelt, danger was already closing in. The return journey began without incident. The team retraced their path, navigating the tight passages with care. But as they neared the surface, something went wrong. Approximately 250 meters from the entrance, Jared's movements changed. At first it was subtle, a hesitation, a delay in his response to the team's signals. Then, without warning, his body convulsed. Jared was having a seizure. Underwater, a seizure is catastrophic. The diver loses control of their body, their equipment, and their ability to respond to their surroundings. For Jared, it was a fight for survival in an environment where every second counted. His teammates sprang into action, stabilizing him and attempting to guide him toward the surface. But the cave's narrow passages and the weight of their equipment made the rescue incredibly difficult. Time was slipping away. The team fought to save Jared. They communicated through hand signals, coordinating their efforts as they pulled him through the tunnels. The water was cold and unforgiving, sapping their strength with every movement. Jared's rebreather kept him alive, supplying oxygen as his body remained unresponsive. But the seizure had taken its toll. His teammates knew they were racing against time. Every meter felt like an eternity as they inched closer to the surface. When the team finally reached the surface, paramedics were waiting. Jared was pulled from the water, his lips blue, his body limp. The medics worked tirelessly, performing CPR for over an hour. The divers watched in silence, their faces etched with fear and hope. But despite their efforts, Jared's life could not be saved. At 2:43 p.m., he was pronounced dead. The news sent shockwaves through the diving community. Jared Hires, a man who had conquered some of the world's most dangerous dives, was gone. In the days that followed, questions arose. How could a diver as experienced as Jared fall victim to such a tragedy? An investigation revealed the answer: an unprovoked seizure. Jared had suffered a similar episode a year earlier, but had believed it to be an isolated incident. In the extreme conditions of Plura Cave, the seizure became fatal. It was a cruel twist of fate, a reminder that even the most prepared divers are vulnerable to the unpredictability of the human body. Jared's death sent ripples through the diving world. It was a stark reminder of the risks inherent in exploration, but it was also a call to action, a plea for greater awareness of medical vulnerabilities and the importance of preparation. For divers, Jared's story is both a warning and an inspiration. It's a reminder that the pursuit of the unknown comes with a price, but it's also a celebration of the human spirit, a testament to our unyielding desire to discover. Jared Hires was more than a diver. He was a trailblazer, a mentor, and a friend. His contributions to the diving community were immeasurable, and his legacy lives on in the equipment he helped develop and the lives he touched. As we remember Jared, we honor his passion, his courage, and his unwavering dedication to the world beneath the waves. His story is a reminder to explore boldly, but also to respect the limits of our own mortality. Jared's story is not just a tale of tragedy, it's a lesson for all of us. If his life and legacy have inspired you, share his story. Let it remind others of the beauty and danger of exploration and the importance of preparation and respect for the unknown. Stay safe, dive boldly, and never forget the lessons of the deep.